Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. We're on an Airbus A340-600 today, so featuring once again. I'm really starting to like this aircraft. I think I already do. So we are today. I'll tell you where we are at the moment. We're over the island of Taiwan. It might be the island of Formosa in Taiwan. I don't know exactly what the names are. We're just past Taipei, and we're coming up onto Halong, and we'll be over the Straits of Taiwan shortly, and then finally into our arrival at the destination airport, which you might have guessed from the livery on the Airbus A340-600. It's going to be Hong Kong. It's been a long flight. We've departed from Vancouver quite a while ago, and we're just about to start preparing for the arrival now into Hong Kong Cheklapkok. So, which is the new Hong Kong airport. We're not doing any fancy stuff in Kai Tak. Obviously, this aircraft has left Cathay Pacific's fleet. They've only had 3 of them ever, and this is the 3rd example. It's Hotel Quebec Charlie. Primarily, these were used on routes to London and non-stops to New York, and occasionally they've subbed in for different services across Asia Pacific, North America, and Europe as well. So I'll just recap on what's gone on the flights, and I'll tell you some of the struggles that I've been having today. So this is where we are at the moment. You can see the airways, of course. So we're just there in the northern part of Taiwan, and it's going to take us all the one on the Alpha 1 airway to Magog, and then there's a transition onto Abbey, and we're expecting some kind of arrival from Abbey into Hong Kong. There's an event there in Hong Kong, which is the primary reason why we have opted to fly in today. I always enjoy the Hong Kong events. They are busy, for sure, and they've always got, I don't want to say it's drama, but some level of excitement, at least for me, when it comes to Hong Kong. So that's why we're here. The routing itself has been quite simple. It's mostly an oceanic crossing. You'll see that I've got a lot of green lines here. So those are the Pacific organized track systems. And that's what we used. We departed Vancouver, and then we were on an organized track system all the way to Fukuoka control, and then the internal organized track system route, OTR5 to Adnap. Took us over Japan and now over Taiwan soon for the arrival into Hong Kong. We had a few issues on the flight. Obviously, failures are active. I had a cargo smoke, which I said I couldn't deal with because it would essentially mean that the flight would be cancelled, right? So I really wanted to show up for the event, so we deleted the cargo smoke. That being said, the rest of the failures are active, and if it's something that is passive and doesn't affect me actually doing the event, we'll continue with it. If it's going to cause me not to be able to land in the Pearl River Delta area, then we'll just delete it. But we'll assess. We'll do some of the actions for it, we'll talk about it, and we'll assess accordingly. That is if a failure shows up. What else have I had? So I've been struggling a little bit with the performance on the A340-600 today. Multiple times the sim has frozen 3 or 4 times. And each time Aerosoft's autosave feature has come back to rescue me and to be able to continue the flight. So we're hoping that doesn't happen while we're on stream. If it does, we're going to have to stop it there. And I think it's unreasonable to log back in onto VATSIM during peak event traffic, just because we've had some sort of technical issue. So if it happens before, maybe the Hong Kong FIR will consider restarting the stream from that point on. If it happens in the Hong Kong FIR, I'm just going to take it offline. In fact, I don't think I'll stream the arrival at all, and we'll just call it a day. Unfortunately, it's just been a big waste of time. Why it's been happening, I don't know. I haven't done any updates. The only change at all has been the me purchasing and using the Synaptic A220, which worked fine for 2 test flights that I kind of tried out. And the one that I think might be causing the issue is the terrain radar thing from the A220, which I need to sort out. Like, it's installed, I've tried the EXE a couple times, but just can't seem to get it to work. But that was taking up too much of my time, so we've decided not to look into it until I get like proper time off. Till then, the A220 is sort of parked. Excellent, so now you have a recap, and we'll come back to all of this just now. What we can do is we can start preparing for that arrival into Hong Kong. So welcome back to the flight deck of the Airbus A340-600. If we jump into the commander seat here, we can see that we've been flying now for about 12 hours and 24 minutes. And 12 hours 36 since we pushed at the gate in Vancouver. To start the flight, we'll need some information. I actually wanted to get the brief done here in, well, we're still within Taiwanese airspace. It's going to end in about 15 minutes at waypoint Ilato. At Ilato, we're in Hong Kong, and then we're straight into the chaos. At the moment, Taiwan is offline, so we're only going to be dealing with Hong Kong control once we get a bit closer. Into the McDo we go, and let's see if we can maybe request some information about what runways are in use. I'm going to try use the inbuilt ATA stuff as much as I can. Sometimes for me it's a little bit annoying, but it kind of ruins my workflow, but this is realistic, right? So let's use it. So in Hong Kong, they're expecting arrival sort of runway 07 left on ILS approaches. Winds 110 knots, 10 kilometers, view clouds at 1,000 feet, scatter at 2,500, 29 degrees Celsius, QNH 1006, and there's a tempo for the visibility going down to 3,500 meters in moderate shower and rain. Few CBs at 800, scatter at 1,500, and expecting a significant tailwind on base leg. Acknowledge information mic on first contact with approach. So that gives me a lot of information. That's obviously nice. So 07 left in Hong Kong tells me that it's likely going to be a long taxi into our gate. 07 left is a new runway in Hong Kong that's built further into the bay. I'm using AnyBuilds Hong Kong. I have both. I have WF and AnyBuilds. So today we're using AnyBuilds, which in hindsight I think is a little bit better looking on the newer part of the airfields. That being said, for me at least, it's a little bit more performance heavy, so I didn't really consider that when we started. Earlier today there were about 60, maybe 40 something planes flying into Hong Kong, and my latest look at VATSIM radar tells me that's absolute chaos with about 89 planes en route to Hong Kong at the moment, and we're somewhere in the middle of the pack, so we're expecting some sort of delays. I've already accounted for that. So during the oceanic crossing we were expected to have some weather around Japan, some mid-ocean as well, and on the arrival into Hong Kong, because it's a Hong Kong event, I've also taken some additional fuel. So 15 minutes for the weather, another 30 for the ATC. Haven't used much or all of the weather, a little bit, you know, because the weather radar doesn't really work in Flight Simulator, so it's mostly just like looking out the window and seeing that could be bumpy, maybe not. So we did a little bit of weather avoidance. We didn't use all 15 minutes, of course. So essentially we're coming in with 45 minutes of additional fuel, plus a little bit additional because the alternate was supposed to be Taipei, where we just crossed. But I'd like to see how the weather is at the other airports around the Pearl River Delta, so we'll check out Guangzhou and Macau, maybe even Shenzhen, before we decide to come back to Taipei if required. The reason why we picked Taipei is because it's the easiest one to get to. So if the congestion is just due to air traffic control, it's going to be hectic to divert. It's just an additional workload on them. So in that case, we'll be just rejoining the departure streams, going back to the northeast, and we'll stop in Taipei and call it a day. The recovery flight obviously won't happen because we'll be timed out, so hopefully Cathay Pacific sends someone over to come rescue us. Excellent, so that is the plan. What else? So we got plenty for the ATC, we got plenty for the weather, and I'm going to set that up on the MCDU, the arrival. And once the arrival is set up, we can do sort of a little brief on what's going on. Alternatively, I could do a little brief first and then set up the arrival, whichever way seems reasonable. I think, yeah, let's do a little brief first because the MCDU work is quite easy to do. For the arrival, I'm going to use Navigraph charts. Sorry, not Navigraph. I'm going to use Lido charts. I prefer them, so there we go. That big line there's some sort of route and discrepancy between what's happening on Lido and what Navigraph is published. So the charts for Hong Kong. Let's start off here with the aerodrome facility charts at Hong Kong. And see, bright lights are great. So Hong Kong, 3 runways, all of them equipped with ILS. what is this? 7 left has a Cat 3 system. The other 2 are Cat 2. And landing from the 2.5s will give you Cat 3 on 2.5 center only. We're not going to need them today, I don't think. I think for the most part, even with the moderate showers of rain, visibility is only expected to be 3.5, so Cat 1 would suffice. We're coming in from this direction, from Abbey. There's some conversions from meters to feet. We won't need them because Taiwan also uses feet, so we're going to be going directly from Taipei FIR to Hong Kong, so we'll be on feet the whole way. The planned runway, you can see that's a landing system for runway 07 left. It's a small displaced threshold, about 174 meters, and it's 6 meters down. It's a grooved runway, 60 meters wide with puppies on both sides, and we've got Cat 3, so it's a full lighting system there. High intensity, low intensity, all the lead-in lights, very nice. Doesn't look like there's a slope on the runway either. I would assume not. I mean, it's a reclaimed land, it's reclaimed ground, soil for this runway, so I wouldn't expect it to have much. It's just an overview of the airport, so you can see it's going to be primarily water and peaks in and around. So this is Hong Kong and Victoria Harbour. For the missed approach, terrain might play a small consideration, and of course, given how close the peaks of Lantau Island are here, up to 3,000 meters, 3,000 feet, could play a small game on the small part for the arrival. If you recall, on the ATIS it says you can expect significant tailwinds on the base leg, so that's going to be around here, the initial approach fix limes going down onto the runway like so. With the tailwinds here, you can expect it to blow over this way as well, which can cause low-level wind shear, so that's something else we can talk about for the arrival into Hong Kong. The chart that I want is likely going to be an Abbey arrival for all runways. So it's only going to be this one, Abbey 3 Bravo and 3 Alpha. Let me star those. One of the two, so it's definitely going to be the 4 Alpha. 3 Bravo seems like it's going towards runway 25. We'll start at Abbey. There are holes available. There are also published holes at the waypoints before Abbey on the airway. For that, I've got Lido charts elsewhere. I can't seem to find them anywhere else. RMP1, Genesis required, but there's now no times available for Hong Kong that says IRS, so DME is okay as well, just because these days people come in with a lot of GPS jamming. It's a real thing. And when you're unable to do RMP1, you can revert to RNAV1 with DME, IRU, and just inform ATC. So that's fine. As long as we're capable of RNAV1, we're okay. The difference between RNAV and RMP is a monitoring requirement. So for RMP, you need to be able to monitor how accurately you're flying, whereas RNAV is, yep, I can just do one. Most airplanes fly RNAV and RMP1 similarly. The MSA is valid only within Hong Kong FIR. That's fine. For the whole arrival, we're going to be primarily within the Hong Kong FIR. We do not descend without an ATC clearance. That's specifically for the American guys, because they get to descend via the stall, and they're expected to descend on their own without clearance all the way to the bottom altitude. This is slightly different from ICAO, the way the Europeans and a lot of Asians do it. Holding is max 250 under turbulent conditions when approved by ATC 280 or max 0.8, whichever is less. We'll probably fly clean speeds if we're in the hold, depending on the situation, traffic situation, weather situation, all of that. So from Abbey we'll go to Muscle. Muscle, we're going to be at level 110 at 280 knots. Next is Hotel 512, which is below 9, 511, and then onto Limes between 6,000 and 3,000. What's the transition level? 110 here in Hong Kong FIR. The arrival ILS 07 left. So from Limes, there's a last minute hold available if required between 6,000 and 3,000. There's 15 miles to run to the final approach point, which is at 4 miles. So that's about 20 miles from Limes to the runway. So actually 19.6, but 20 miles is good. So at Limes we want to be below 6 for sure, yeah? They said there's going to be significant tailwinds on this sector, so we'll consider already starting to have a little bit of flaps and even ducking a little bit under the profile in case a tailwind gets the best of us. TIDPA above 2,000 at 180 knots, and then we'll turn on to final 7.6 miles at Victor Hotel 701 at 180 as well. I definitely dropped the gear here already, 8 miles, and if we've carried any additional speed from that tailwind being pushing us, this would be a good time to get some drag out, because you have a stretch of 1,500 feet, 3 miles from 701 to 702. 702 we should get the glide path, and then it's a final how many degrees of glide slope? 3 degree glide slope all the way down. We'll use minimums of 2.5, so I mean we'll see what the performance says. If we're capable of doing a 6.9% go around, we'll use a minimum of 230, and as you can see, the RVR visibility requirement's okay. With a 2.5 gradient, it's 2.4 kilometers of visibility. The lowest we're expecting is 3.5 if it gets to moderate showers of rain. But nevertheless, I'd like to have the lower minimums if at all possible. Missed approach, we'll go straight ahead to Victor Hotel 726. RNAV is definitely required for this. We'll go next to Victor Hotel 727 at 200. So we'll probably need some flaps in. Next is stopping the climb at 5,000 at Hotel 741 at 230. 742, 743, 744. So it looks like the top altitude is going to be 5,000, and then we're restricted to 230 knots the whole way. So let's take a look at what the clean speed for the arrival should be. On departure was around 260, so I think should be just below 230 at this point. Talked about the runway already. After landing, it's long taxi. I do not know how long it's going to take, so we'll have both of these ready. The northern area where we're going to land, 07 left, I'll try to exit on Charlie 8, if not Charlie 9. We'll use greater than idle reverse just because it might be a wet runway. And after vacating, we'll carry on Charlie Delta 4 Delta. If we exit on Charlie 9, continue on Charlie Delta 5 Delta, just so we can clear the area behind us in case someone else is right on our tail. From Delta, we expect some form of Zulu or Yankee, and then we end up crossing the runway here, or Foxtrot 1 or Foxtrot 7. Either way, we cross the runway, and the goal is to end up at the main passenger terminal in the south, somewhere around here. Probably gonna end up in the south apron, so it's gonna be a long taxi in. Yeah, that's the plan. So we'll do we'll also record our arrival. The Aerosoft does it on its own. And what I'm also going to do is try to save the situation on the base leg, so that maybe if the landing is not good, we'll just redo it and be happy because we redo it offline. Yeah, brief done. So then we'll just talk about, let me just go set up everything that I've talked about, and then we'll commence the arrival. Automatically pick limes, which is great, and we'll insert that in the flight plan. Make sure there's no discos. No discos. Hong Kong 07 left. For my knowledge on the nav radios, this should tune automatically, so we'll have to see when we get a bit closer if it does. Should. And the next thing I wanted to do was performance, to see how we're going to do on the landing. 07 left is correct. 100 at 10, 29, 1006. Let's say the runway is half covered in water. Anti-ice is going to be off. Landing configuration 3. We're not going to go full because 3 will give us a little bit better maneuverability, which is kind of important because we talked about the possibility of the wind shear occurring. If that does occur, it's going to be full power, no changes to the configuration, and we'll just climb out until we're clear of the wind shear. Air conditioning on, yes please, and 100 at 10. And reverse on, brake mode low. Let's compute this for now. And with an engine out, we're able at gradient of 14.3, which is double what we needed. What can I tell you? 100 at 10, 070. Okay, let's just add an additional 5 knots. And we'll recompute. Excellent, she's able to do it. So we will, because it might be a wet runway, I'm going to go ahead and be sure to use at least some form of auto brakes. Low is fine. On the McDo, we said it's going to be a config 3 landing. Let's go ahead and put the numbers in. 100 at 10, 29, and QNH 1006. Transition level 110 is correct, and the MDA that we discussed from the chat, from the arrival brief, it's going to be see, let me just clear these. 230 for the MDA. That's set. Oh, I've got a message. Who's writing? Hi Domi, how are you doing? My #1 fan. Thank you for being on board. Good, with all of that in, we are almost set. Ilato in just a couple minutes. Let me see how long till we get to Ilato. Ilato at 9:15 and the time is 9:03, so we have 12 minutes till we get to Ilato. We'll keep an eye on the weather in Hong Kong. I'm just going to make sure that that's on. I don't think it does anything, but let's just make sure weather systems are on. And yeah, good luck. So we'll see how the arrival goes now into Victor Hotel. What I will do is I'll take a moment of everyone's time. I'll put you back on the nice outside view. I'll get my headsets on. I'll prepare my charts. I'll make myself another cup of coffee. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes, maybe less, just for the... so we can be ready for the arrival into HK. Enjoy the views. Let's go on to this side now. You can see the coastline there of China on the right side. Alright, be right back, folks. Alright, so I've had a look at some of my charts here. The requirement is to contact Hong Kong Control about 10 miles before Ilato. And the frequency was supposed to be 121.3. Secondary 128, 125, both of which are not online. So I'm not sure if we contact Hong Kong West or Hong Kong South, which is, yeah, I'm not entirely sure which one to contact. Join me as I find out. In my headsets now, so we'll be able to hear the ATC crispy, clear, hopefully. I've been having issues, audio issues, especially with these headsets not connecting appropriately. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, Elato used to have a requirement to cross at a certain level. Not Elato, sorry, Magog. So there's holes available at Abbey and Fisher as well. The hole at Fisher, which is the waypoint just before Abbey, was 271 right turns. What about ops info for waypoint Elato? Contact Hong Kong ACC. Right, so I don't know which is west and which is south. Anyway, I'll tune one of them and see what they're telling people, and then kind of figure out if that's the right one or not. 13215. It's a good way to also test out to see if these headphones are working again or not. Else we're gonna have to use the surround sound for ATC, which isn't great.
601. Shadow 117, contact radar 1260.5.
Contact radar 1260.5, contact Shadow 117, Quebec.
Well, let's say hello, and we'll check. Hong Kong radar, good afternoon, Cathay 867, flight level 380. We're 40 miles east of position Elato.
Cathay 867, Hong Kong radar, flight squawk 5205.
Squawk 5205, Cathay 867. Right, Squawk 5205.
Auto 601 identified, cleared Abbey 4 Alpha arrival. This is after Dudley, descent flight level 260.
So we got the right frequency after all. 5205 is set.
Descent to flight level 260. Please repeat it at stars. Control 601.
Control 601, Abbey 4 Alpha arrival.
Abbey 4 Alpha.
I'll do what I do best and I'll judge the other pilots.
Abbey 4 Alpha arrival, speed 280 knots, and descent to flight level 260, 601.
601, the speed is not for you.
Hong Kong radar, good day, Cathay 840, passing flight level 210 for 250.
Stand by, 601, continue normal speed for you.
Continue normal speed, 601.
Cathay 840, Hong Kong radar, climb flight level 330, direct NFAR.
Direct NFAR, climb flight level 330, Cathay 840.
Northern Hello, you will cargo 65365
EVA 6536 Hong Kong radar, climb flight level 350.
Climb 350, you will 653.
Quarter 7525 advisory 122.8.
122, thank you, bye bye. Quarter 7525.
So we received the last ATIS at 0848, so it's about half an hour old, so there should be a new one as well. Let's take a look. ACOS 07 left. That's information, Mike, so it's still the same information as before.
Hong Kong, good afternoon. Cathay 36, flight level 400 in my first shift.
0636 Hong Kong radar, roger, radar contact.
Radar Cathay 820 at flight level 190, climbing flight level 250.
Cathay 820 Hong Kong radar, climb flight level 300 for now, stand by for higher.
Climb flight level 300, we'll stand by for any higher altitudes.
Cathay 157, descend now, flight level 300.
Flight level 300, Cathay 636.
Negative, not for you. Cathay 157, descend now, flight level 300.
Descend flight level 290, Cathay 157.
Cathay 157, confirm level 300.
300.
Descend level 300, Cathay 157.
The speed constraint wasn't
Hunter
there.
601, speed now 280 knots.
Now it's in.
Expedite to descend flight level 260, Hunter 601.
Hunter 601 negative, speed now 280 knots.
Oh, correction, speed 280 knots, Hunter 601.
Kind of funny how people just hear what they want to hear. Alright, so before we get into any trouble further on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get also the weathers for some of the other airports I'm interested in. And let's see how we do that. We want weather / ATIS.
Cathay 867, I on frequency.
Hey firm sir, we are on frequency. You asked me to squawk 5205. Squawking now 5205.
Cathay 867 identify, cleared Air B4 Alpha arrival.
Cleared the Abbey 4 Alpha arrival, Cathay 867 Heavy.
Hunter 601, contact radar 126.5.
Well, you can already see that they kind of loosened the plot a little bit.
Contact
So
radar
it must be rather busy.
126.5. Bye bye, thank you.
Cathay 157, descend flight level 260, reached by NPET.
Hi, I'm gonna need that again, please, Cathay 157.
Cathay 157, descend flight level 260, reached by NPET.
Roger, descend flight level 260 by NPET, Cathay 157.
Let's send off some weathers for the alternates. So these are all new. So we have the new ATIS for Hong Kong. Still Mike. That's great. In Taipei, they're using runway 23 left for arrival, 23 right for departures. 23, okay. Weather's actually nice, really nice. So there's no tempo for forecast for thunderstorms or anything, so that's actually a pretty decent airport. Next one, Guangzhou 555, all parts wet. Okay, they're using runway 19 right, 320 left, and 21. It's landing south. Light showers of rain. It's a little bit overcast, but there's no CBs reported, so that's still available, not too bad. And Macau. Okay, light showers of rain as well. And no CB, so Macau also remains an option. This is the one that we saw already. So we've been cleared for the Abbey 4 Alpha arrival, which is the one that we've already planned for. It's set up and ready.
Cathay 157, contact radar 126.5.
Radar 126.5, Cathay 157.
That's likely going to be our next
Cathay
frequency.
636 when ready, descend flight level 260, reached by Saiba.
When ready, descend flight level 260 to be leveled by, from that Cyber, Cathay 636.
Hey, found. Shuttle 112, no further DC, pass advisory 122.8. That's advisory 122.8, shuttle 112, thanks for service, Jack.
So how I understand it, this is actually a live event to all the...
Cathay 820, we ready to switch over to center?
Cathay 820, you are on my frequency now. Continue climb flight level 330.
Down frequency, continue climb level 330 for Cathay 820.
Pardon me. So this it seems to be a live event in Hong Kong. So these guys actually kind of hang out together in one area, like a conference room or a ballroom or something, and then they're actually coordinating this event with each other live, which is fantastic. I think I'd seen them do something similar on Iveo's network. I don't know if these guys crossplay with the other network or not, but I mean, I guess it can be fun, depending on how seriously you take it, right? I mean, hopefully it's good fun. They've got a tower of beer somewhere, they're chilling. That would be nice. Okay, we're just being clear with the Abbey 4 Alpha arrival, but we have not been given our descent clearance yet, so that needs to be explicitly said to us, as it was discussed on the top plate as well. Do not descend below ETC cleared level, and we haven't been cleared to a lower level yet. Right, so that's something else we needed to check, and it's in now. The ILS frequency for runway 07 left India Zulu Sierra Lima on 111.5. That's the correct one.
Good day, Lufthansa 121, level 229, cabin 250, radar for .me.
Lufthansa 121 Hong Kong radar, climb flight level 390, reach in 50 miles.
Time 390, Lufthansa 121.
But we're hoping for an easy and a nice landing. Ooh, and I'm realizing I didn't fix my landing overlay yet. Okay, hold on, folks. We need to fix that. Let me get that ready.
Cathay 867, when ready, descend flight level 260, reach by end.
When ready, descend 260, reach by MPET, guided by, sorry, Cathay 867.
Cathay 867, confirm 260.
Descend 260, level by MPET, Cathay 867. Alright, so 260 is pre-selected there. I'm going to go ahead and set that by MPET. Yeah, we'll be at 232 by MPET. It actually wants us to go a bit lower, and tell you what, let's get that descent started. There's no descent checklist. The next checklist is going to be the approach checklist. This time I've got checklists, so we can do it kind of properly. I'm not going to show you that's going to be perfect. And while that's going on, I'm going to try and get some of my get some of the other stuff sorted out for the landing overlay. So my track record with the A340 hasn't been great.
Cathay 840, Monster advisory 122.8.
Monster advisory 128, Cathay 840, good day.
Yeah, sorry, as I was saying, my history with the A340 hasn't been great. The landings are 50-50, sometimes great, sometimes maybe shit. But overall, I kind of still fun to keep trying, I guess. I find it somehow even a little bit more difficult than the MD-11. The MD-11, I understand the characteristics. The A340, I think every single time I fly, I just completely misjudge how long this airplane is, and I continue flaring instead of just letting it settle. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm smacking the main gear onto the runway on my own. So sounds like a me problem. Definitely is. And here we go. You can see here on the PFD that little pink dot is the vertical path catching up with us. So that should go to idle. Oh, thrust descent, sorry. Still on descent, and thrust descent essentially means this is going on an idle, almost an idle descent. She'll manipulate the speed as required, and she'll allow the speed to go anywhere between these two pink chevrons. So drop as far down as this, and go as high up as that before she abandons the path. So,
Hong Kong radar, China Freight 1068, maintain flight level 250 with you.
China Flight 1068, Hong Kong radar, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350 at China Freight 1068.
Radar hello, shuttle 858, climbing 208. Shuttle 858, Hong Kong radar, climb flight level 330. Climb 330, shuttle 858.
there's not a lot of VORs that I can use, but either way I'll tune some of them that are close by. One of them is Tango Delta, which is Tunglung. I hope I said that right.
KP 636, contact Hong Kong radar 126.3.
Contacting
Excuse
Hong
me, I
Kong
need to
radar 126.3. Thanks. Bye bye. Cathay 636.
Gesundheit.
Shuttle 858, request heading 090 duration. Shuttle 858 heading 090, standby.
Alright, so this airplane should be able to tell me when ice is detected, and it will ask me to turn the engine anti-ice on accordingly on her own, which is why the anti-ice stays off. But
Shuttle 858 heading 090, approved. Approved, Shuttle 858.
these conditions, true air temperature of 0 degrees and outside static air temperature of -29, ideal conditions for, there we go, as we talked about, anti-ice on. So she's detected ice, and now she wants the engine anti-ice on, which we shall do for her.
Bravo
1, 2, 3, 4.
Set recycle your squawk 5212.
And we should see that the engine anti-ice.
Squawk 5212 from Bravo 147.
Thank you.
Hong Kong radar, hello, Dynasty 611, approaching Elasto, flight level 360.
Dynasty 641 Hong Kong radar, report your squawk code.
So NPET 260 below will be there already.
2612.
In fact, I'll reduce the speed.
Dynasty 641 identified, cleared AB
There's some
for
weather
Alpha
there.
Arrival.
Heavy for Alpha arrival, Dynasty 611.
Bravo 147 identified, cleared AB for Alpha arrival.
Let's get the seatbelts on because it's going to be bumpy.
Clear AB for Alpha arrival from Bravo 147.
It's 1,000 feet to level.
Bravo 147, zero Mach number.
We'll do 500 foot per minute, and we'll start slowing the aircraft down to 290 knots.
Bravo 147, are you able, Mach decimal 80 or greater?
Yes, we are able, Mach .80.
Confirm able.
Confirm we are able, Bravo 147.
Bravo 147, maintain Mach decimal 81 or greater.
Maintain decimal 81, Bravo 147.
Hong Kong radar Cathay 508, passing Elasto, flight level 360, squawking 2614.
Cathay 50 Hong Kong radar identified. Cleared AB4 Alpha arrival. Reducing Mach decimal 78.
Cleared Abbey 4 Alpha arrival, reduce speed Mach decimal 78, Cathay 508.
Clarity 611, reducing Mach decimal 78.
Reduce Mach decimal 78, dynasty 611.
Cathay 820, motor advisory 122.8.
Cathay 820 over to advisory 122.8.
Cathay 867, contact radar 126.5.
Radar 126.5, Cathay 867. Thank you, goodbye.
Cathay 508, turn right.
126.5. Hong Kong radar, good afternoon. Cathay 867, flight level 260 at MPET. Information Mike A340.
Cathay 867 Hong Kong radar, descend via start level 110.
Descend via the star level 110, Cathay 867 heavy. Level 110 set. And I'll tell you already, we're a little bit high for the next restriction. It's about 3,000 feet high. And we need to be 280 there. But what we can do is, we don't need this speed, so we can let her speed all the way up to 310 knots. In fact, we can go ahead and manage the speed again. And I'm sure she will appreciate some help with the speed brakes. Oh, we have another message here. Ice not detected, so we don't need the engine anti-ice anymore. We'll turn that off. Nevertheless, we'll keep the belts on because I think it's going to get bumpy, especially as we go high speed. .300 feet low, high, sorry. We're catching up nicely. So I'll stall once again the speed brakes.
Cathay 867, clear direct Hotel 512.
Direct Hotel 512, Cathay 867. Alright, we'll clear direct. Direct Hotel 512. That's that picture, it looks nice. And we'll fly direct. Alright, so not as much of holes and stuff as I expected, so maybe... Well, I mean, I think they're doing a really good job then. Looks like there's some weather there. Of course, my weather radar doesn't work, it's useless. So we'll have to come up with some other way of seeing what it looks like. Ah, weather. Alright, so we had a speed limit point at, I think it was at Abbey. So what we're going to do is, we are gonna go select Abbey, so we see where that is. Making a beam point from Abbey, right there. Take that waypoint, and you can see it on my colleagues. That's what it looks like within a beam waypoint. Fantastic. We'll insert that. It wants me to select a heading or track first. Okay, stand by. Select a heading. On the MAC-2, we can insert. And now that it's in there, we can go back and let the airplane do this.
Scandinavian 965, contact approach 119 at 801.
And what I plan on doing is once we're beamed that waypoint, we'll reduce to 280 knots. Okay, we're gonna go right a little bit. Hong Kong radar, Cathay 867, request right turn heading 270 for weather, 10 miles.
Cathay 867, turn right heading 270.
Right heading 270, Cathay 867. So right turn heading 270.
Cathay 867, report clear of weather, speed 280 knots.
Reduce speed 280 knots, we'll call you clear of weather, Cathay 867. So, speed 280, 270 knots.
Cathay 761, current radar distance, reach for level 110 by Murray, speed 280 knots.
7 Cathay 764.
Cathay 761, descend to reach for level 110 by Murray, speed 280 knots.
Flight level 110 Murray is speed 280.
Yeah, this doesn't look particularly appetizing, and you can see that there is rain already on the windshield. No, not going through these clouds. These ones look ominous, so we'd like to avoid them, ideally. And even those ones there. Hong Kong radar, Cathay 867, clear of weather.
Cathay 867, direct to Hotel 512.
Direct Hotel 512, Cathay 867. Direct Hotel 512. We know that there's a little bit of weather there as well, but I'll tell you why we'll go direct anyway. Direct Hotel 512. Insert that.
Cathay 867, contact approach 119 at 801.
Contact approach 119.1, Cathay 867. Thank you, goodbye.
Cathay 596, contact radar 118, station 19025.
There's definitely weather there.
Scandinavian 965, turn left heading 340.
Left heading 340, Scandinavian 965.
Hong Kong approach, good afternoon, Cathay 867 heavy, 11,400, descending level 110.
Cathay 867, approach low information Alpha, expect the ILS runway 07 left, maintain level 110.
Maintain level 110, we'll check Alpha, ILS 07 left, request heading 220 for weather.
Cathay 867 approved, break Cathay 636, reduce speed 250 knots.
There's lightning in that one, so we're definitely turning.
290, vector spacing. Cathay 636, fly heading 290, reduce speed 250 knots.
Left 290 and speed 250, Cathay 636.
Cathay 867, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1006, reduce speed 250 knots.
Descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1006, speed 250 knots, Cathay 867.
Cathay 157, verify you're maintaining 250 knots.
6,250.
Negative, but we will increase to 250 knots, Cathay 157.
500 foot per minute.
Okay, how fast are you doing right now?
220 knots.
Okay, that's fine, maintain 220 knots.
Well, lightning.
Maintain 220 knots, Cathay 157.
Cathay 636 for the left turn heading 280, reduce speed 220 knots.
Left 280 and
QNH 1006.
636.
Scandinavian Air 65, contact Hong Kong Director 119.5, call sign only, good day.
119.5, call sign only, Magic 5.
And Cathay 636 for descend to 4,000 feet.
Further down 4,000 feet, Cathay 636.
Cathay 867, how long do you need on the Senate?
Cathay 867, we require about 5 miles.
Okay, Cathay 867, roger. In 5 miles, turn right heading 270.
In 5 miles, right heading 270, Cathay 867. Okay, so I got a TCAS warning, obviously, didn't do anything about it.
Cathay 157, contact Hong Kong.
That being said, I've been having a few of those on the flight as well, and I can tell you already, based on the radar, there's nobody below
Cathay
me.
157, thank you very much.
Cathay 636, I need you to start descent now, please.
Affirm. 636.
Yes, sir, descend to 4,000.
Sorry, Cathay 157, can you confirm that last frequency for me, please?
That's 119.5, 119.5 for Cathay 157.
119.5, Cathay 157, thanks, yeah.
And Cathay 636, actually,
Okay.
sorry, Cathay 636, turn right heading 310.
Right heading 310, Cathay
Heading
636.
270.
Cathay 636, for to reduce 200, 200 knots, contact Hong Kong Director 119.5, call sign only, good day.
Further speed to 200 and contacting 119.5, thanks, bye-bye, Cathay 636.
Oh my days, lightning. Lightning is most active around 10 degrees Celsius static air temperature. So let's get to warmer air. 6,000 on open descent. Is it 10 degree or the 0 degree isotherm? I don't remember. Okay, that was another TCAS generated there, which is why I disconnected, but it's fine, so autopilot back on. My assumption is there are people climbing at a very high rate, or the TCAS is too sensitive. It's either one of the two.
Attention aircraft, Hong Kong information, Bravo current QNH 1006.
Hong Kong approach Cathay 983, we are descending flight for 110.
Hong Kong approach Cathay 764.
Okay, 764 approach low information, Bravo, expect the ILS runway 07 left, descend now to 6,000, QNH 1006.
Descend now, flight level 6000, expect runway 07 left. QNH 1006, Cathay 764.
Copy, Gunner 83, you with me?
Okay, 10 983, we are descending flight for 110.
Cathay 983, approach low information. Bravo, expect the ILS runway 07 right, descend to 6000 to QNH 1006.
Descend 6000, expect ILS 107 right, Cathay 983.
Cathay 983, reduce speed to 50 knots.
Reduce speed to 50 knots, Cathay 983.
Cathay 764, reduce speed to 50 knots, descend to 4000 feet, fly present heading.
Flight level, descend speed 250, descend 4000, maintain current heading.
Cathay 983, radar vector for shortcut, turn left heading 025.
Left heading 025, Cathay 983.
Cathay 867, turn right heading 280, descend to 4000 feet.
Right heading 280, descent 4,000 feet, Cathay 867. Okay, 4,000. Wee, there was lightning right in front of me. 4,000 and 280, heading to calm. 280, 4,000.
Cathay 764, reduce speed to 10 knots, contact Hong Kong director 119.5, call sign only, good day.
210 knot, what's the frequency?
Director on 119.5, call sign only, bye-bye.
119.5, Cathay 764.
Confirm frequency 119.5, 119.5.
119.5, Cathay 764.
Thanks, bye-bye. Cathay 983, turn left heading 350, descend 4,000 feet.
Turn left heading 350, descend 4000 feet, Cathay 983.
Road checklist, briefings confirmed, ECAM status.
Bravo 147, speed 300.
ECAM status checked.
November Bravo 147, Hong Kong approach low information. Bravo, expect the ILS runway 07 left, descend to 6,000 feet to QNH 1006.
Expect the ILS runway 07 left, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1006, November Bravo 147.
Seatbelts are on.
And November Bravo 147, for now, maintain speed 300 knots.
Maintain speed 300, November Bravo 147.
And minimums
Cathay
230 set.
867, turn right heading 295.
Right heading 295, Cathay 867. Right heading
Cathay 983, reduce speed to 20 knots, contact Hong Kong director 119.5, call sign only, good day.
Reduce speed to 20 knots, contact Hong Kong. Confirm frequency, Cathay 983.
Cathay 983, director on 119.5, good day.
119.5, bye-bye, Cathay 983.
QNH 1006 set. And that's the approach checklist complete.
Cathay 867, reduce speed to 20 knots, contact Hong Kong director 119.5, call sign only, good day.
Speed 220 knots, director on 119.5, Cathay 867, goodbye.
Cathay 157, go to tower 118.7, good day.
Tower 1.7, Cathay 157, thanks.
Director Cathay 867.
Cathay 867, director, hello, descend 3,000 feet.
Descent 3,000 feet, Cathay 867 heavy.
Cathay 867, sorry, confirm 3,000 feet.
Descent 3,000 feet, 3,000, Cathay 867 heavy.
Thank you.
And
Hong Kong direct, hello, Cathay 983.
Cathay 983, director, hello, descend to 3,000 feet.
Sorry, say again, Cathay 983.
Cathay 983, descend to 3,000 feet.
Descend 3,000 feet, Cathay 983.
Cathay 764, reduce speed 160 knots until 5 DMD.
Reduce speed 160, Cathay 764.
well, this is a big boy here.
Cathay 993, turn left heading 340.
Turn left heading 340, Cathay 983.
So there's a tailwind that we're expecting on the base, like about 20 knots. So as soon as we're at Limes, I'll get some flaps out. But But then again, we're very low on the path, so we might as well just trade that instead. Maybe I should get some sunglasses on.
Cafe 764, turn right heading 050.
Ooh, this is dark.
Left right heading 050, Cafe 764.
Cafe 63600, Tower 118.7, good day.
118.7, thanks, bye-bye, Cathay 636.
Cafe 983, descend 2000 feet, speed
Oh
180.
my god. This is not safe.
Descend 2000 feet, speed 18, so north Cathay 983.
Holy shit.
Cafe 764, cleared, IOS virtual way 07 left.
Clear, ILS runway 0 to the left, Cafe 764.
Okay, it's starting to get a bit scary now. There's literally no turbulence but a lot of lightning, so oh my days. It's darkness out there. Director Cathay 867 is on heading 2905. Would you like us to continue?
02867, call you 2905.
Continue heading 2905, Cathay 867.
Cafe 983, descend 1700 feet.
Descend 1500 feet, Cathay 985. Cathay 983.
Cafe 983, negative 1700 feet.
1400 feet, Cathay 983.
Cafe 983, turn right heading 050, 1700 feet.
Right heading 050, 1700 feet, Cathay 983.
Cafe 764, contact Tower 118.7, good day.
118.7, Cafe 764, thank you.
Cafe 867, turn right heading 340, descend 2000 feet.
Right heading 340, descend 2000 feet, Cathay 867.
Cafe 983, cleared, IOS virtual way 07 broke.
Clear IOS 107, right, Cathay 983. Cathay 983, we're too high, missing approach 107, right, going around.
You too high, you should be able to intercept there at 3000 feet. Cafe 983, say again.
We are too high, missing approach 107, right, go around.
Yeah, the glide slope at your position is 3000 feet, you should be able to intercept that.
Oh my god, this is terrifying.
We are...
Yeah, 1700 feet should be able to intercept at 6 DME. Are you able to get that at 6 DME?
Cathay 983, we are established 107, right.
That's Macau there, ladies and gents. You can see a little bit of the...
Cafe 983, thank you for the Tower 118.4, good day.
Tower 118.4, Cathay 983, thank you.
Check Cathay 867, request speed 180 knots.
Cafe 867, speed 180 knots until 7 DME.
Speed 180 to 7, Cathay 867, we're continuing heading 340.
859.
Okay, speed 209, flaps 2.
Cafe 867, turn right heading 040, cleared ILS 07 left.
Right heading 040, cleared ILS 07 left, Cathay 867. Heading 040. 180.7, so let's put that in. What else do we need to do? We'll on the approach. Actually, hold on a second. That's fine, that's sequenced correctly. The approach mode can go on. That was a crazy cloud to fly through, but no turbulence. This is the Zhuhai, Macau, Hong Kong bridge. Goes all the way to Macau and Zhuhai and Lockstar. 180 to 7, roger. Vector Cathay 867 established, localizer 07 left.
Cathay 867, going to tower over 18.7, good day.
Tower 118.7, Cathay 867, goodbye. 1187, oopsie, so not this frequency. Hong Kong target afternoon, Cathay 867, 7.5 miles on the ILS 07 left.
Cathay 867 Tower, hello, surface wind from 10 degrees, 10 knots, continue approach becoming number 1.
Continue approach, runway 07 left, Cathay 867, copy. Fly slope captured, Mr. Birch altitude.
Cathay 764 left turn, Charlie, Hot Shot Echo.
5000 set.
Cathay 764
Gear
left
down.
turn on Charlie, hold short of Echo.
Left turn on Charlie, hot shot on control, Cathay 764.
Flaps 3.
Hold short of Echo.
Hold short on Echoes, Cathay 764.
Cathay 867, runway 07 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 07 left, Cathay 867 heavy. Clear to land. Let's call the purser and tell her to sit down. So landing checklist, the outer thrust remains on, outer brakes as required, they're on low. ECAM memo, landing no blue, cabin crews advised, clear to land. Okay, wish me luck. That Mr. Perch doesn't look very nice either. So let's see if we've got everything we need. Yes, we do. It's through 1,000 feet configured. Mr. Perch altitude 5,000 is set. And we'll fly from here. The wind is actually nice. It's not very gusty. So it's... oh, spoke too soon.
Speed, 300.
That's the wind shifting.
Minimum.
Cathay 636, contact ground 122.6, bye-bye.
122.6, Cathay 636.
20, retard, 10, 9.
And you're braking. She's swinging. Charlie 8.
Cathay 76 for ground 122.6, bye-bye.
122.6, Cathay 764, bye-bye.
Cathay 867, taxi Charlie, hold short of Echo.
To taxi Charlie, hold short Echo, Cathay 867 Heavy. Okay, gotta make sure I know where that is. Charlie short of Echo. Okay, so it's a long way around.
Cathay 764, contact ground 122.6, bye-bye. Cathay 764, contact ground 122.6. Cathay 764, tower.
Okay, we made it. It is a very nice landing. Thank you. Appreciate that, Dom. Thank you, Domi. Appreciate that. Oh no. Thought the sim got stuck.
Cathay 867, contact ground 122.6, bye-bye.
Ground 122.6, Cathay 867. Goodbye, thank you. 122.6. Hong Kong ground, good afternoon. Cathay 867 on Charlie to hold short of Echo. Cathay 867 Heavy.
Cathay 867.
There's a chance he doesn't see my mode Charlie. So let me put that back on instead of stand.
Cathay 867, taxi via Charlie, Echo 447, hold short runway 07 center.
Charlie Echo Foxtrot 7, hold short 07 center. Cathay 867 Heavy. So we just taxi along the...
Cathay 764, cross runway 27 center. After crossing, taxi via Alpha Woman, hold short Bravo.
Continue taxi cross runway 07 center, Alpha 11, then Bravo, Cathay 764.
Ground Cathay 636, confirm we're supposed to hold short of whiskey.
Cathay 764, contact ground 121.6.
121.6, Cathay 764.
So we're at the construction site at the airport. This is going to be the new terminal. I suspect it might be open. I'm not actually
Ground
sure.
Cathay 636, confirm we're supposed to hold short of whiskey.
Cathay 636, contact ground 122.55.
122.55, thanks, bye-bye, Cathay 636.
Cathay 764, contact ground 121.6.
Well, I'm curious what you thought about the approach. Feel free to write something in the comments if you thought it was amazing. If you thought it was mid, that's fine as well. Stick around for the replay though. We'll do 2 of them. One of them, of course, from the nice outside view, and the other one will do a passenger joyride kind of view. Obviously without the traffic around. As you can see, Hong Kong is, for VATSIM, it's kind of busy. So let's see. We're still on taxiway Charlie, and then Echo is the first left turn, and then Foxtrot 7 will be the first right turn thereafter. Nobody on the right, nobody on the left. We'll make that left turn onto Echo. My frame rates are tanking, with the weather, with the streaming, with the traffic, with the peripherals. It's all right. Next right turn, Foxtrot 7. But the taxiing characteristics obviously very different from Vancouver, where we were close to maximum takeoff weight, whereas here we're
Cafe 867, contact ground 122.55.
122.55, Cathay 867. Thank you.
Cafe 984, confirm my frequency.
Parking brake set. 12255.
Ground, hello, Cathay 984, taxi via Charlie, hold short echo.
Stand taking rooftop, Maka
4224, please feedback.
Hotel and then Juliet, holding point runway 07 right. And now on Juliet 1.
Juliet 1, A7.
Roger, sir. Hotel, Juliet 1.
Perfect. Hotel to Juliet 1. Hotel to Juliet 1.
Hotel, Juliet 1.
Attack 4224, contact tower 118.4.
118.4, Maka 44.
Okay, 867, ground hello, from Foxtrot 7, cross runway 07 center, then taxi Alpha 11, short Bravo 8.
Cross runway 07 center, thereafter Alpha 11, and hold short of Bravo 8, confirm.
Ground, taxi 984, taxi via Charlie,
Okay.
hold short echo.
Cafe 984, ground hello, taxi Charlie, Echo to Foxtrot 7, holding point.
Taxi via Charlie, Echo Alpha 7 holding point, taxi 984.
Taxi 984, negative, Foxtrot 7, holding point. Foxtrot 7.
Foxtrot 7, taxi 984.
Ground, say again for Cathay 867.
Cafe 867, taxi Alpha 11, hold short Bravo 8.
Taxi Alpha 11, hold short of Bravo 8, Cathay 867.
Cathay 636, holding short hotel.
We're holding short hotel.
On 2 stations at once, break, German cargo 503, continue holding short.
Continue holding short, German cargo 503.
Malaysian 73, contact tower 118.4.
That's a strange taxi instruction.
Malaysian 73, contact tower 118.4.
Ground, taxi 784, Foxtrot 7, hold short, runway 07 center.
That's a good part to stop.
984, Roger, from Foxtrot 7, cross runway 07 center. Then taxi Alpha, hold short whiskey.
Foxtrot 7, close runway 07 center, then Alpha, hold short whiskey, taxi 984.
Cathay 867, contact ground 121.6.
Ground 121.6, Cathay 867. Thank you.
German cargo 503, taxi hotel to Juliet 1 holding point.
121.6.
Hotel, Juliet 1. Roger, switch cars for the aircraft box, gate 025. Finnair 102, requesting question start.
Finnair 102, start is approved, prospect color red.
Start approved, prospect color red, Finnair 102. Okay,
Copy, 741, contact ground 122.55, today.
122.55 for
I guess we're waiting for Singapore Airlines.
Singapore 8905, contact ground 122.55, today.
12255, Singapore 8905, good day.
122.55.
Kong ground, good afternoon. Cathay 867 heavy on Alpha 11 short of Bravo.
The 867 Raptor continue hold short.
Hold short, Cathay 867.
Table 111 startup is approved, pushback left red.
Okay.
Second for 111.
Table 111 startup is approved, pushback color red.
After landing.
Push and start is Bruce. Cebu 111.
After landing. Flops.
Confirm pushback procedure color red.
Color red for pushback. Cebu 111.
Thank you.
Cathay 301 is ready for protection.
Copy 301 Bravo 7 hold short Bravo. Contact ground 122.55 today.
Bravo 7, Home Shuttle Bravo, contact ground 121.57, Cathay 301.
Negative 122.55.
122.55, Cathay 301.
Hong Kong ground, Handle 601 at Whiskey 45, stand, bye-bye.
Roger, good day.
Cathay 663 Heavy, Sierra 45, request push start.
I don't know what's taking it so long.
Cafe 663 Squawk 5372 Mo Charlie, startup is approved, pushback color blue.
There he goes.
5372 Squawk Mo Charlie, push approved, color blue, Cathay 663.
Cafe 867 after the Singapore Airway Boeing 777 in front of you, clear of Bravo 8. Taxi via Alpha 11 Bravo 8 Bravo 7 stand November 60. Good day.
Stand November 60, taxi Bravo 8, Bravo 7, November 60, and we're clear of the Singapore. Taxiing now. Thank you. November 60. Oh no.
Thank you for guidance. Good night. Virgin 200, see you.
Good day.
So we're clear of the Singapore. Taxi lights can go back on. Parking brakes released. And our gates November 60.
Current hello, Cathay 636, holding short hotel 91 Juliet 11.
7 ready to taxi. The station at 1 Cafe 636 ground, hello, continue taxi by Juliet Hotel 9 stand 03, good day.
Sierra 3 via Juliet Hotel 9, thanks, Cathay 636.
Cafe 126 turn left on to Hotel 8 hold short hotel. Cafe 1260 again, status only.
Say again for Cafe 126, please.
Cafe 126 turn left on to Hotel 8 hold short hotel.
Hotel 8 and then hold short Hotel Cafe 126.
Hong Kong ground, hello, Giant 8139, start number X-ray 16, request push and start up.
Giant 8139 ground, hello, startup is approved, pushback color blue.
Push and start approved, color blue, Giant 8139.
Well, that's our stand.
Cafe 126 contact ground 122.55
Taxi lights off.
today.
Going to ground on 122.5, did you say, for Cafe 126?
122.55.
122.55, Cafe 126.
Big girl needs a long turning radius. Let's see if I did this correctly. Hope so. It's almost full lock. Weather radar is off. Taxi lights are all off. APU is on its way.
Cebu 111 ready for taxi. Cebu
Parking brake
111
set.
contact ground 122.55. Good day. Over to ground 122.55. Thank you and bye bye. 111.
Okay, parking brake set. APU is available. Shocks are on according to this. All 4 engines can go kaput. They're off. And that, ladies and gents, took us 14 hours and 2 minutes from oh my gosh, I forgot, from Vancouver. Lights, fuel pumps. Actually, you know what, let's go to the overhead panel. A lot of fuel pumps to turn off. They're all off now. This is great. APU bleeds on. And we'll just make sure all the doors are dissolved before we start breaking things. Well, they're all on auto. Let's give us some ground power. With the ground power available, they can go on. APU bleed off. And APU goes off. Excellent. Well, it was a long way from Vancouver, but we've made it now successfully into Hong Kong. Stick around, there's going to be a couple of replays. They're going to be slightly long, unfortunately. We'll do one with, what do I say? We'll do one with just like an outside view, something like this. In fact, we'll use this exact view for the replay. And then we'll do another replay from like the cabin view so you get to see the wing and the airport as we come along. I'll say bye. I'll be available on text. Thanks for joining for this longer stream. I think it took about an hour to get here all the way to Hong Kong. Sorry, for the whole stream. Let me see how long we've been streaming for. Oh gosh, I don't even know. For a while, yeah, an hour and a half, yeah. So I've been streaming an hour and a half. Thanks for joining. And the replay should be about 15 minutes each, so the stream will end up at about 2 hours. First stream that we want to do is from the external view. So let's get into the EFB here. Make sure I'm disconnected from VATSIM. We don't need this anymore. And let's get that replay underway. How far back will we go? Replay mode. This is our taxi. I think the taxi took longer than the approach, actually. Great, this is from about 5,000 feet. Which I think is nice. All the doors are closed again and everything should be the way they were on the actual flight. Yep, switches, doors, excellent. Lights. So this replay thing from Aerosoft is incredible. Just the lights need to be worked on. I'll throw on all of them so it looks good. And we'll have a landscape view from the left. Enjoy the arrival. Let's see, maybe I can get some music going on, some nice massage music. I want to thank you all for choosing to fly Cathay Pacific. Been a pleasure having you all here, and we'll catch you again the next time. Arrivederci. Grazie. Ciao. Alright, let's see that again, but this time we're gonna see it from a passenger's perspective. Don't think we need to go back that far. I think this that replay was a bit too far. I think around here is more than sufficient, a little bit more perhaps. And let's see, from the right porthole. Or maybe the left. Yeah, I think the right one. And folks, I'll be out after this. So, hope you enjoyed the stream with the arrival and both these landings. I'm quite pleased with them, so it kind of breaks my spell of terrible landings with the A340-600. I'll probably catch you guys some other time. Maybe later today, depending on if my wife has any tasks for me to do. If she doesn't, maybe I'll be back online and we'll try give the Airbus 220 another try on a shorter flight. Thanks very much. Enjoy this last one here, and hopefully see you guys for the next one.